Well, hello there everybody, welcome, one and all. Episode 57, I think 57 of TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded with moi, DankNStein. I'm hunting zombies right now. This is really unusual, but I won some of their really useless drops. Oh, I didn't get one that time. I don't want that useless drop, not the head, not the coins, not the flesh. I'll keep the pig iron, but it wasn't why I came. Okay guys, literally as I like pressed to stop recording that last segment, I wonder how much of it that got caught. Maybe the little bit of a sound effect at the end, but I might have just basically not caught the moment that happened. Can you hear those sounds now? An Eldritch Guardian. So it turns out there are things that can kill us, even with all the armor tanky ability that we have. Well, that's kind of derailed the start of the episode. I didn't even explain why I was hunting zombies. But what was that? He must have run off. I mean, at least our hit points took a reset, I suppose. Oh, well, anyway, never mind. Got another one of our heads. That's not quite what I needed, really. Oh, and as we've been doing for a few episodes, let's just keep the leather production progressing here, because we're building up quite a nice supply of it, which is good, because I bet there is going to come a day when suddenly there's a recipe that needs tons of it, you know. So rather than going and hunting zombies and killing them, for what we need to do right here, oh, look at that. I guess for anyone who didn't see the stream last week, we have been busy in Thorncraft here. We've gathered up quite a nice amount of essentia there, but I think what I want is in here. Yeah, okay, fine, look, we've got them in here. I just wanted a couple of brains. So, what are we doing? Well, we've got all this essentia here, basically so that we can create the ender egg, so we can spawn in the right type of enderman to progress in ender IO for our item teleportation. That's the kind of context of all this. These 5 essentias here are what we need to make those eggs. So, the latest theory is that we'll probably make a spawner. We'll create one egg and try and make a spawner that will bring those endermen in, or in fact I think we can fill the soul vials straight from the spawner. So yeah, so that's that. But trying to make this recipe, as you saw in the last episode, actually in the last edited episode, in the cauldron or in the crucible, wasn't very easy. We don't have a crafting grid right now either. Okay, hold on. I need to get rid of that death too. Let me just sort myself out a second. So these are the recipes we're going for here, and we might end up not having the elements. We might have to run around and find a few more recharge points for our wand as we do this. We've got the crucible already. We just need to make this alchemical construct recipe twice. But remember, you don't want to be looking in there. You want to be looking in any eye. The book's useful to tell you what you need to build, how to build it, any eye. So this is what we need. Some great wood planks. Should be easy enough. We need to make a load of these essentia tubes and essentia valves. The valves are just levers and tubes, and the tubes are iron, a bit of glass, these little gold coins and the quicksilver drops. Right, so the gold coins and the quicksilver drops are what we need. I'm pretty sure we'll be good to go, because we definitely have... okay, so how do we make quicksilver drops? Right, okay. Wow, so yeah, we've got plenty of quicksilver drops then. Just make like several stacks of them here. And then in terms of these gold coins, there we go. I knew we'd need them for something at some point, so there they are. And then just glass, which we've got absolutely tons of, yeah? Yeah, we'll take a stack of glass. Yeah, that should see us through, because we've got a load of iron sheets all pre-prepared. I guess the only other thing then is to just, yeah, grab some sticks and grab some stones and just make like a little stack of levers as well. Boom, 32 levers. Okay, so this should do us, and yeah, I'll just let you know as we do the crafting how many times I'm cutting to run and find more wand juice. Okay, cool, got my great wood planks this time. And so what these things do, essentially what this whole setup does is make for precise creation of those like recipes, those crucible recipes. Now we can just attach those jars of the juice down there that we've got to the edges of this new thing we're going to make with pipes, and it creates those recipes in a much more precise manner. So we need 2 of these vis filters, Oh no. Oh wait, I think we have silverwood planks here. Yeah, we do. Okay, good. Arcane stone blocks. No, I don't think we need those. So we need to make this recipe. I think I thought we'd need to make it more times than we do. Oh, is it just that it needs to be in the top row? It is. Huh. And we've got insufficient viz in our little wand. So we can make 2 of those. Ah, but of course, but we're going to try and make the secondary recipe twice. And each time it needs to, so we do actually need to run it again. We have 4 of those. And then we need, well, at least 6 tubes, but I think we're going to need a few more than that. So let's make as many as we can. Let's see if we can make them on the old wand. Insufficient viz even to make it once. Oh, and we do get 8 per run of this recipe. So should we make 16 and assume that's enough for now? I think. V's still looking good there. We want, is it two valves per run of this recipe, which means we need 4 valves in total. Where are our levers? There. Does the old wand can't manage it? Nope. Take those out. Right, and now we are kind of running out of V, so I would be, is it V? Is it Viz? I'm saying Viz. Well, I'm saying both. I'm being rather inconsistent. Oh my god, there's creeper right there. No! I'm so glad it didn't affect that. If that thing had just exploded in my face. It doesn't look like the type I need, but it does look like it's got a lot of the types it's got. And I'm now full of those types. Okay. What about this really juicy one over here? Yeah, this one has like everything. Okay, sweet. Right, where were we? So there's 2 there. Now that gives us 4 valves. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 of those in the middle. These guys, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then just like those in all other spots, yeah? Oh, and we had enough juice to make the 2 that we needed. Perfect. And how's the wand looking after that? Yeah, right down to nothing on auto again. But that's cool. We are done. And we've got a good little circuit that's not too far from our base that actually fills them all. So that's very good. So here's what I understand. Do we click it with our wand or something and then it'll teleport, transform? They're all the TerraFirmaCraft ones. Surely it has to. No? Have I just built something really expensive and broken in this pack? Okay, so I'm thinking, guys, that down here, look, 30, 30, and 15. It wants some Ordo, some Aqua, and some Ignis. And if you look at our wand, top left there, when I press shift, it gives you the numbers. We've got the fire, but we don't have the water or the Ordo. Yeah, so we need grey and blue juice, I think, and I hope that then clicking it with the wand is going to do it, because it still just looks like it's like a multi-block that just hasn't been activated. So yeah, we're going to go and try and fill up our wand a little bit more. There's another circuit of nodes around here somewhere. I think there's like 2 or 3 fairly close by around here. I tell you what, looking for these nodes at night is a lot easier than doing it during the day. That said, a bit dark around here right now. What have you got? No Ordo. I'm basically full on everything but Ordo now if you look top left. Or nearly full on everything, actually, not quite. Do they just gradually degrade over time? The elements in there, or did I just... Anyway. Okay, on my travels, you guys, look what I found. Couple of sheep. I left my box at home with the ropes in. But that looks like 1 male, 1 female to replace the ones that our wolves killed, so... That's good, we can come and get them in a minute. And more sheep here. Is it 2 that's here, even? Is there another one over here, or what's the... Yeah, it is. There's also an ardite, a piece of ardite here. Do we have that on our waypoints already? No. Ardite. And I believe that it's most likely that underneath the ground it's actually cobalt that comes out because of that glitch that we've encountered before. Yeah, look, there's lots of pieces of little ardite here. Okay, that was a good little find, that. I mean, either that or it just isn't a find at all, because we're just going to be using ore excavator from now on. But I think that the ore excavator actually has ardite in it, but what it doesn't have at all is cobalt. So actually finding ardite ore on the surface, if that indicates cobalt underneath, is probably the exact thing we want to be looking for, right? Now, why have I not seen one of these nodes anywhere in a while? I am tempted to just go back to the one near our base that I know has Ordo in it and see how much it's recharged since I was last there. I think they recharge quite slowly though, and my hopes aren't high for that. But we're starting to get quite far from home now, and I could loop back round. Or I could maybe just make a boat. Making a boat would be nice and quick. Well, relatively quick. Let's just go along the seafront. Aha, look, here's a couple, Ordo, please? Nope. Pretty much useless. What about this one in the water? Seems like Ordo is a rare one, either that or I've just been unlucky. Again. Just not what we need. I think if we head this way, we're going to loop round a bit more. Alright, here it is. We've looped back round to the Order one, I think. So it's got 17 in it. That's actually really not bad. And that's taken us to 30. That's the exact amount we need. Wow. Okay. That recharged faster than I thought. Then again, I have been walking around my world for about, I don't know, 20 minutes since I last was at that node. Maybe longer. No, probably not much longer than 20 minutes. Okay, exciting. Here we go. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're supposed to click on this. It did work. Oh, thank God it worked. Okay, amazing, 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 amazing. So let's have a look at this thing. So I think we put the Eyes of Ender in there and we connect the 5 jars of V around the outside. But let's, so let's go make a couple of Eyes of Ender, I guess. Or one. I thought I'd made it already. Oh wait, no, we did make it, but we threw it in the cauldron last episode and it didn't work. That's what happened. My understanding is that there's kind of like a bit of an index of all of the recipes that are possible inside this machine. So now that we click on this, we throw that in there and it's going to say like, look, there's the Enderman egg. You guys, I'm a little bit nervous about that. Okay, is that one we want? The one with that 58 on it? So that's the right item code, but why does it look different? Who knows? Anyway, we can definitely connect all of these elements in. So we've got quite a lot of crap in our inventory here. So this is where we were keeping our general kind of Stormcraft items that are in place. Why don't we throw those and the levers and I guess the gold sheets and the iron and the 2 brains. Where did I put the 2 brains? Maybe I threw the 2 brains away in disgust one point. There's another recipe we can make here. I presume it's on this table, but it might not be. It also, I think, isn't that way around. Maybe it's just a normal crafting recipe. Wait. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. You know what, for now, it doesn't matter. What I was, I can't even bother to try that hard. Like, we'll have a look at it as soon as we can. For now, I'm just going to chuck those in there. For now, we only need to use this thing for one recipe. What I was looking into was, wherever it is, this guy. The mnemonic matrix. But thinking about it, I didn't check what its recipe is in this pack specifically. The TerraFirmaCraft version requires double sheets instead of ingots. Of course it does. Oh, of course it does. Okay, fine. We'll do that later. Like I say, at this point, we only actually need to use it for one thing. Now, hold on. That hole in the front is larger than the other holes. And then the holes on the top row, there isn't a hole in the front on the top, but there is around the edges. Okay, so I'm going to just assume that this front one is bigger because that's where my stuff comes out. Although then again, I'm also thinking the stuff might just appear there. But that's just showing me the item that I will get when I get it. And maybe it's a different color because I haven't got it yet. Maybe they just make the item all whitened and kind of like a shadow of its actual self. So anyway, let's grab the 5 pots of Essentia that we actually need here. We can just take these 5. I think we've got enough to do the recipe once for sure. How beautiful are those sounds? That is such nice sound design. Oh, I think these Yeah, these jars of Essentia even beat the grindstone for my favourite sound effect. And so we got 5 of them, and we've got 6 places to input. So I think we should be fine. So I think we just chuck it on. So I just throw that one there. No, because there's no pipe. There's no tube, obviously. So of course that isn't going to work. So do we need more room here? I've only got 4 tubes left. I need to make more tubes. How did I make the tubes again? That's the recipe with the glass and things, isn't it? With the glass and these and iron sheets? How good is my memory? I think that's it. That looks about right. Oh, we don't have the viz. No! We need a little bit more auto again. Also, what about the thing on around our neck that should be recharging? Oh yeah, we've just emptied all of those. How do we charge the amulet? The viz stone? How do we charge that? If you know that, write that in the comments, please. That would be really, really useful to know. Also, question. If I sleep, do the nodes out there recharge during that sleeping time? Almost certainly not, right? We only need to get 4, 5 points of auto, something like that. So I'm just going to go back to the one that we literally were just at and hope for the best. I think if we creep out of here, this should be the fastest way over. It should be like down here somewhere. There it is, exactly. Yeah, it's back up to 18. They actually recharge really quickly, these nodes. Way quicker than I thought they did. Okay, right, there we are. In fact, should we just run the recipe once and save our juice, save our resources here for when we know a little bit more about what we are actually doing and what we're supposed to be doing here, I think. So I put the tube there and then put the jar there. Surprisingly doesn't work. So I'm wondering if the valves are any different. I mean, I'm just being so lazy here. I just need to read the Thermolonomicon, don't I? But instead I'm just not. Does each valve take 4? Yeah, that's pricey on the old auto there. Anyway, we've got enough valves. We've got some now. We can test it at least. I bet this is what it is. Maybe not. Okay, so this feels like a breakthrough. If you put it underneath, still not emptying. Maybe they all need to be on there together. Which begs the question, like, how is that possible when these stick out over the top? I guess the top row has to come out and round like further away. Do you know what I mean? How does this work? So if I go like this, that connects there. We don't want... Do we want that connected like that? I wouldn't have thought so. Okay, there we go. And you click on that, and now it's starting to do it. It's actually taking them. Is it taking them? Yes, it is. Okay, this is quite exciting, you guys. It's working. I think it's working. Woohoo! Oh yeah, of course, and those ones that are 16s are filling up faster than that one there, which was a 32. So this one will take a little bit longer to fill, I'd imagine. And indeed, the amounts in the jars are decreasing, and it's telling us what we've got in there. And this... And we got it. It did it. It works. And if we clicked it again... No, we don't have enough in the hearts. Okay, are these leaking? I feel like with the way that Thermacraft works, the best thing for us to do now is to unpack everything and just be as sensible as we can. I think I accidentally just, yeah, broke a hole in the floor. But we did get our spawn egg. We actually did get the spawn egg. So that, my friends, is progress. Oh, and look, and it's got a, it's just saying like, this particular setup is set up for those eggs. That's cool. Okay. Okay, you guys. So this is the part we really don't want to mess up. I think. Combine with the broken spawns. So I'm just trying to remember how we do this. We've got the most broken spawns we have a skeleton. So let's take one of those. We need this file. We need this egg. And then we're going to need a load of the other like expensive components in here that we actually needed to get stuff done. Like these vibrant crystals we'll need. And then some other things. I can't even remember now. Oh wait, so look, so this is what we're trying to build, right? A trans-dimensional or something, or dimensional transceiver. Here we go, this one. So it's the fused quartz, it's the electrical steel, it's the capacitor, it's the ender resonator, and it's these crystals. Those guys, electrical steel. And we only got one spare octadic capacitor, we need another one of those. Oh, I think the reason we'd only made one octadic capacitor before was the lack of copper, which we now have, and there's all our fused quartz. At least we do have a lot of metal. These things aren't really an issue anymore. I think we need 4. Still not a huge amount of copper, to be fair, is it? Once we start pushing it through into all the other types of bronze, which is something I was going to do to finish up today's episode, actually, in a little bit, to add a bit of variety into proceedings, but I think we are there now. I think we just needed 2 pieces of this. I think 2 is fine. And I think we're there. So let's see how good my memory is and if we can do this in one uninterrupted segment of recording here. And I guess maybe we'll just do a little cut first just for me to just eat some pistachio. Okay, first things first, and this would be so weak if this goes wrong, but we're going to spawn in this enderman and then grab him into this file. Okay, go. Please come back. Please don't run away. Please actually fight me, you idiot. I think we have actually lost him. There he is. Got him. Oh, that scared me so much. Okay, so now, how does this work? Okay, first things first, let's put the octadic capacitor in there just to make the 3 pieces of this that we need to make nice and quick. Ah, yes, and actually, the reason why we only need 3 more pieces, we actually do need more, but there was some in here that I was supposed to grab. There's 9 there. There we go. Okay, and that should be done. Lovely, and then the 16 gold can come out for now, because we do crafting with that in a minute. But we want to put in 6 of those with those. Yeah, we want to... Oh, we actually need a few more pieces of redstone. Like so, and like so, and like so. Get 4 of those. And they go like that. Around those. Right, except that we need the other bits we were just cooking. So this is good. This is a good little recap of a lot of the important recipes that we have needed here. So another 6 of those, another 1 of those, another 2 of those. Gives us 2 double-layered ones, which with a glowstone in the middle and the vibrant alloy gets us a second octadic, and we'll take the one from out there because we do have one over here in here for our machines. So that should be fine. Now, we take this soul vial and we're going to actually combine it. Why does it say 0 of 15? Use player XP. Okay, because there wasn't XP in the machine, as it were. So that should now... Ooh, it is using up power for that recipe that we do not have. It's cheat sheet time. How this will work, won't it? And then that immediately starts being drained. And if we come in here, yeah, that's doing it. It's because all of these have these low voltage connections, which for every recipe we've used with these so far has been fine. Anyway, that's good that that's working. We can probably remove that at this point, and that should have enough power in it to just finish. I think this is the right way to play it. I think. Oh, maybe it is going to need a bit more power. That's not going to be enough. Right, you jump back on there for a minute, mate. Come on, should appear down here in a minute. And indeed they do. Okay, great. So that's worked, and we've got now an Enderman broken spawner, which we should combine with the powered spawner in an anvil, like over here. You and you. And that's going to cost us 30, but that is going to get us the powered Enderman spawner. So we need 30 levels. Aha, yeah, and we can't leave things. I'm so used to Thermcraft now, I just think we can leave things everywhere, but we can't. But we should be able to get up to 30 levels with spending a little time in here, yeah? Okay, so that did actually rinse quite a lot of power in our capacitor bank, if you look at it. That is quite a lot. Anyway, this should now work like that. Other way around. 30 levels. Bish bash bosh, we got it. Okay, now, because that's taken a chunk out of our levels, I'm just going to have the rest of these berries quickly now, just to get our XP back up. Alright, gorgeous. So this is the culmination of many, many weeks of troubleshooting and puzzling and experimentation and legendary comments and help from you guys, and I think we've got it now. So if we put just on a very temporary basis, if we put that there, let's pick up this guy, and we put this here, then it is spawning them, and we don't want it in spawn mode, we want it in capture mode, and we just put our vial in, and it just gives us one. And we can take our capacitor out of here, so we've got one to put in there, speeds the process right up, and there's a vial. Then we take the capacitor back out, put it in over here, and this is the type of vial that works. Yes! I mean, I know we saw this in creative the other day, but when you're spawning objects in creative from NEI, there's a little bit of you that's nervous about whether it will translate into survival or not, but it looks like that's worked. So use player XP and give me the thing, and then we need 2 of those. So that's why creating this spawner was the legendary move here, because just chuck that in there quickly. Because now we have these Endermen on tap without having to do the Thermcraft thing every time. Amazing. And once again, in it goes, take my 10 levels. Oh, heroic stuff. It's done. And so then, can you not even remember what the point is? What are we trying to do? We're trying to make this, of course. And it's just a normal crafting recipe. Moment of truth, you gears. Can't remember the recipe. We got them. 2-dimensional transceivers transport items, fluids, and power wirelessly across any distance and between dimensions. So I wonder what the right. Okay, so we probably need so we'll need to like create items that we put in here that will link them to one another. Oh wow. Okay, this is amazing. These are going to be so awesome. So we're going to experiment with those next time, and it's just going to make working with the ore excavator an absolute dream. And so next episode now is pretty much set in stone. So here's the roadmap now. The stream tomorrow is actually not going to take place, unfortunately. The reason being is that Wednesday of this week is the 1-year birthday of this series. DankNStein's TerraFirmaCraft Reloaded episode 1 was launched on the 28th of October 2019. So this Wednesday is our birthday. Happy 1-year birthday, DankNStein. So we're going to do our TFC stream on Wednesday instead, and Wednesday evening, and it'll be our happy birthday stream. And there's a few things I've got planned for that, but one of the things we will do certainly is a bit more exploring with the ore excavator to see if we can't find a copper vein and get the dimensional transceivers working. And that will lead us nicely onto next episode, which will be to upgrade the smeltery that will actually be receiving these items, because the bulk of what I want to do really is, I mean, we can use the dimensional transceivers to send and receive oil from our oil rig, which would be useful, but more useful would be to have some kind of ore buffer system up in the sky, maybe up on the mountain up there, that then feeds down and make this thing much taller. That was my plan, was you make this really tall so it goes up to there, and there's a platform up there with the teleporter and the kind of buffer system. So up there you'd then set up the you know, which ore it is that you want the thing that, because it would receive like 3 different, maybe 4 or 5, in some cases, different minerals. So you'd set up a filter up there that would only send one of them down into the smeltery at a time. And then the other thing would be to have a clock up there that you could switch on that would send a pulse down to this line once every sort of, you know, basin's worth. So that's where we're at. But thank you all, to all the viewers, thank you so much for your help with this. This has not been a simple process, but we've done it, and being able to teleport ore around, I mean, it's going to start to get ludicrous. We're going to have to spend about 20 minutes setting that thing up to produce like lockers and lockers full. And so we're going to get very, very rich very, very quickly at this point. But what I did want to do was just look. So zinc we don't have much of. So we're not going to probably mess around with bismuth. But bismuth we do have like nearly 2 full stacks of. I thought we could make... Yeah, we've got a bit of silver. Well, I thought we could certainly make some rose gold. We've got tons of gold and we've got tons of copper. So that'd be good. We can make some standard bronze because we've got loads of tin as well. And so we could definitely at least get those 2 stacks up to full today. And possibly with the silver, we could actually get sterling silver up to a bit more of a full stack too. So yeah, so let's do some metalworking montage here, I think, to finish the episode, and then call it a day, right? Alright, safe. It's a nice amount of metal. We've just done 80 ingots of sterling silver to kick us off. Okay, one of them just went flying up through the roof again. There it is. Now it looks like with the sterling silver we did 80 ingots, and that turns out to be exactly enough to complete the 2 stacks, but not enough to put anything in the locker. So we'll need to do a bit more of that, but we are short on silver. Now, there was a silver ore excavator vein. I think it was the first one we found. That one over there that's only half emptied. So we could kind of almost test out our transceivers on that without having to do any more searching next stream, if we don't want to. We did also 80 ingots of bronze. Actually, doesn't look like we're going to have enough bronze here to actually even finish the 264s, to be honest. Yeah, we don't. We're 10 short there, as we are with that bronze as well. But it's, you know, we're pushing in the right direction. Of course, there's also the gold, silver, and copper mix. Again, that's why we need more silver. Gold's not a problem. You know, that we would use to then build up the black bronze. Right, and then last but not least, rose gold. We've got plenty of this stuff. I don't see us making any more rose gold for a long time, because we should have a couple of stacks in the locker as well. 4, that's that full, and then yeah, stacking a bit in the locker too. So I think that pretty much does it for today. So thank you very much for watching, one and all, as always. I think we've had a very productive episode today. I'm very excited to take the next steps now with the equipment that we do have. Down here is going to look even fuller than it already does. So thank you once again for your help. Remember, no TFC stream tomorrow on Tuesday. We're going to be doing Wednesday evening this week for our first birthday. So I will see you all then. So take care. Peace. Peace.